Hello, everybody. Today, I want you to go with me to Mississippi, 1981. Pravin, my friend, very good friend, late friend actually, and myself, we started a restaurant in the Delta part of Mississippi, which I think was a mistake. And we started off well, but then gradually started losing money, lost good amount of money, and we decided to quit. Actually, he did. He said, "Emily, it's time to go. It's not going to work out." But I had some hopes, and I continued for a while. But anyway, we just decided that we should say goodbye finally. And I, instead of going back to California right away, I went and stayed with my friend Bhikhu in Greenville, which is about 30, 40 miles from where I was in Greenwood. Money was tight. Bhikhu's had started his business too, so he wasn't rolling in money either. But he was comfortable, and I was staying in their motel. I had a nice room upstairs with TV and all that, and we would eat together. His wife Parthiban and myself and Parthiban's brother Hemant and Bhikhu, of course, four of us. We were doing good, and I was kind of wondering what to do with my life. Go back to California or stay on and do something in Mississippi. One evening, I was at Bhikhu's Motel, Azar Motel in on the main street, main road, and he was busy with customers, and so I said, "I'll go and get some coffee." I said, "Would you like me to bring you a cup of coffee?" He said, "No, I'm fine." So I across from the hotel was McDonald's. So I crossed the road and went into McDonald's. I didn't have much money, so I just ordered coffee. Used to be about what, 30 cents, 40 cents, maybe 50 cents. And I just took the coffee and sat down. Black, no sugar, no cream coffee. Sat in a corner at the table and just sipped coffee and wondered what I should do with my life. And my hand kind of went this way, and in the booth, I found something hard and yet soft. And I said, what is it? It was a wallet. I said, wow. So I gingerly picked it up and slowly, under the table, opened it. There was money in it. I think I didn't check too well. I was kind of nervous. It was about 30, 40, or maybe $50 in it. And that's a lot of cash for somebody to carry in America, even in those days. So I said, wow. I had hardly any money, so this was like God sent. I said, wow, I'm going to keep this. That was my first thought. Then I said, nah, how can I do that? It's somebody else's money. And I said, no, if somebody was stupid enough to leave his wallet there, the typical good versus bad, good versus evil, the fight, the duel. The coffee was long gone, but I just sat there, couldn't decide whether to walk out with the wallet or return it at the counter. It's difficult when you are broke. I've seen this happening in films and in stories that the main character fights with himself. Should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? And at you know the story, It's somebody else is making the decision. While here I was trying to make the decision. And believe me, it was tough. I did see the person's driver's license, his photo, his address on it. And it's very easy to return the wallet to the owner, rightful owner. But I didn't have the time nor the money to drive in a car and bring the wallet to him. So I did the next best thing. I took the wallet, and before I could change my own mind, I went to the counter and said, "Hello, may I speak to somebody? The manager, maybe?" So this guy who is at the counter who served me, he said, "I am the manager. How can I help you?" He thought maybe I had a problem with coffee. I said, "Look, I found this wallet here, and somebody must have forgotten it. So I just wanted to return it so that you could return it to him." He said, "Oh, okay, thank you." And he opened it. "Oh," he said, "this is Willie's wallet." He said, "Hey, so and so. Was Willie here this afternoon?" So the man said, "Yeah, he came here for a little bite to eat." He said, "That stupid SOB, I think they were friends. He forgot his wallet here. And look, this kind gentleman brought it back. Call him." He said, "Yeah, don't tell him. Don't tell him that we found his wallet. Just tell him to come here. Bring his, he used some real foul language." And I said, "Okay, my job is done. He said, "Oh, sir, appreciate this very much. He will be very happy to get his wallet back. I'm sure he's looking for it frantically." I said, "Well, it could happen to anyone." He said, "Can I get you something to eat?" I said, "No, I'm fine." He said, "Where are you? You live here?" I said, "No, I'm visiting. A friend of mine across the street has this motel, so I'm his guest." He said, "Oh, wow, wow, thank you very, very much." And I just walked out, felt very happy with myself. I was poorer by $40, $50, but I was very happy with myself. I crossed the road and sat with Bhikhu, didn't tell him anything. I'm sure his reaction would have been, "Bravo, you did the right thing." Maybe I did tell him later, but not right there. I was just bathing in my glory that, how honest I proved myself. Difficult when you don't have money. Very difficult, believe me. Anyway, I'll have my tea now. I was having coffee then. I'm having tea now. And this is 3 days after Diwali, 4 days after Diwali. And everything has become quiet, as you can see. But left sore throat and a bad cold. The pollution was bad. But anyway, that is my story about my wallet that I found when I really, really had a need for it. But my family background and the little voice that said nope, 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 that won. Hope this works for everyone. Bye bye.